Hello, this is Geoff Walker with In-Depth Studies. Today we're looking at Romans chapter 6, verse 14, where Paul says, "For sin shall no longer be your master, because you are not under the law, but under grace." Now, there is some difference in translation, just a little bit. The other way to translate it, instead of saying you are not under the law, it would say you are not under law. But what does this mean? Well, the idea is that we are come into the world, as a result of Adam's sin, God haters, and we're a slave to sin. And when sin interacts with God, when God's law interacts with an unbelieving heart, Romans 7:5 says our evil passions are aroused so that we sin more. Now, the historical example of that is Israel under the old covenant, a works covenant. So that the Mosaic law, when Israel confronts that, that's only going to increase their sin, because Israel is an unbelieving picture of the people of God. But even though we who live this side of Pentecost, if we're not believers, then we are under God's law. Only this time we're under a different version of law, the law of Christ, but the function of law is the same, that we are a slave to sin. And when you become a believer, you get a new heart, where now the Holy Spirit makes you a slave to righteousness. Sin no longer controls you. And therefore you will bear fruit, you will persevere, you will be this incurable God lover. So if this has been helpful, check out more of Geoff's thoughts on youtube.com, and there you can subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.